Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome to what is going to be the extra video for the Mega Man 9 playthrough, because yeah, there are some extras to speak of in this game. Most notably the things you can unlock via DLC, or the things you could unlock via DLC when this game first came out. Thankfully for the Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, which came out recently to Switch and a whole bunch of other video game platforms, you can actually get all that stuff without paying for DLC, so that's pretty cool. A nice little bonus for those who decide to get the collection. So I'm going to very quickly go over all those different things. I'm not going to be able to show off every single little thing, but I will give you guys the basic gist of everything. So first off, we have the special games. And again, I'm not sure how these actually are featured in the original version of the game. I assume in a menu like this, but I really don't know for sure. But in the special games for Legacy Collection 2, you have Hero Mode, Superhero Mode, and Proto Man mode. Hero Mode is basically I want to say a hard mode version of the game, where basically enemies get moved to different locations, usually in a more difficult fashion, and it's pretty much the same game, just kind of changed up to increase the difficulty a little bit. And Superhero Mode is pretty much Hero Mode, but with even more Hero Mode, so I guess just an even harder version of this. I don't know all the specific details, but I assume if they're calling it Superhero Mode, it's probably harder than this mode. Just my own personal hunch. Next up we have Proto Man mode. This basically allows you to play the entire game with Proto Man. I will be going over the differences of Proto Man in a little bit, even getting some gameplay in with them. But for the most part, it's the same Mega Man 9 game that you know, just with Proto Man and his differences, and there's also no story cutscenes either, so technically I guess you could say it's a little faster, but Proto Man does control very differently to Mega Man, as we'll soon find out. So those are the basic games that you'll play inside the Special Games mode. As far as anything else, you actually, for Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, you actually have to go back to the game selection stuff to actually notice all the other modes. Because if you go out of the game and then go to this menu, you have the challenges, museum, and music player. I'll go over these really quick because they're fast. Music player basically allows you to play all of the music tracks from all the Mega Man games on this collection. Obviously 1 through 6 is on Mega Man Legacy Collection 1, and then Legacy Collection 2 features Mega Man 7 through 8. So yeah, you have all the songs in Mega Man 9 here, and again, have to say, Mega Man 9, pretty solid soundtrack. I was really impressed going through and listening to all the songs. I really enjoy Concrete Man's theme. I really enjoyed the first two Wily Castle themes as well. And, all the music here is pretty solid, all things considered. So, they really did a great job with the music in this game. I definitely have to give them credit for that. So yeah, that's that one. Next up you have the museum, which as you might expect is really just artwork from all the games. This is 7, but Mega Man 9, all the artwork and concept artwork is here, all the Robot Masters, Mega Man with all the powers, Fake Man. Who is Fake Man? We'll actually find out more about him a little bit later. I'm going to go ahead and say that now. But yeah, and here's all the concept art and everything, so, cool little bonuses. If you get the Legacy Collection, you get kind of all this stuff for free, just so you can look at, and in the case of the music, actually listen to. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Next up, you have the challenges. Basically, every game has its own set of challenges. For Mega Man 9, let's see what we got here. First of all, I'm going to go here to the original challenges. These are basically the achievements you get throughout the game, and, a lot of these are pretty basic, clear the game in a fast period of time, clear the game with more than this many Mega Buster shots, defeat all the bosses in a short period of time, defeat your 500th enemy. There's a lot of stuff of that nature, but there's also some other pretty interesting achievements here. They have Truly Hardcore, where you have to play through the game 30 times. So I hope you love this game, and if you want to get the achievements, you have to play through this 30 times. I'm sure speedrunners probably have all this done by this point, but yeah. It's about a 30-minute game, and that's just, again, for the speedrun. Like, I'm sure it'll take longer for, like, more casual players, but, you know, you have those achievements. And, my god, I don't know what the developers were thinking when they made this achievement. Clear the game without getting damaged once. What's wrong with you? I don't remember all the specifics, but I want to say that this has not been done yet. If it has, it's only been done by a very select group of individuals. You know, obviously someone who's that dedicated, who wants to do an achievement of this nature. But yeah, my god. Doing the entire game without getting damaged, that is hardcore. Clear the game by defeating the fewest number of enemies possible. That's another interesting one as well. Just really got to avoid everything. You know, collect 999 screws, buy all the items, you know, really all just stuff like this. Defeat all bosses with only 1 pixel of energy left, my god. So yeah, that's basically the challenges you have to do, or if you want to get them all, these are all challenges you'll have to do at some point. I really don't see myself getting that many achievements, honestly, just because, as I've expressed before, I'm not the biggest fan of this game. I don't think it's bad, but, you know, other Mega Man games I'm more interested in, for sure. So as far as the next thing I'm going to show off, I guess I'll show off this really quick, the extra challenges. I don't know if I'm going to actually do any of these, but basically these are only in the Legacy collections. Basically, you have these little missions you can do. You can do them with, in this game, with Mega Man or Proto Man. And you actually get graded based on how well you do. Like in this one, I have the silver medal. This one, I have the gold medal. And, you know, that's basically what this is. Just little challenges here and there. And at the very end of this, we have good old Fake Man. Again, we'll show off Fake Man. I'm not going to forget about Fake Man. I am going to be talking about him and spending some time with him. But yeah, there's basically challenges for both Mega Man and Proto Man, except this one for some reason. I guess it's because Proto Man's weapons work a little bit differently, and he technically can do more damage than Mega Man, so they wanted to stick with just Mega Man, I guess. But yeah, you have to do the boss rushes with just Buster, so that's something. I actually had to unlock all of these just to get the Fake Man one to appear. Shoot, I did not mean to do that. No. How do I get out of here? No, not return the game. I quit. My bad. I meant to hit B back. There we go. So yeah, those are those records. Oh, well, I'll go over this in a minute, I guess. Next up, we have Time Attack. So Time Attack is basically speedruns of all the normal levels. So if you want to see how fast you can get through all of these, definitely go for it, I guess. But that's not all. You have the special stage, which was actually a special DLC purchase that you could get, and this is actually where Fake Man comes into play. I think this is where he comes into play. I have to actually see. I want to see if you could actually control Proto Man here, but no, just Mega Man. Interesting. So yeah, this is a special stage. I will play through this. Don't think it shouldn't theoretically take too long. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't anyway. It said like 10 minutes was. I think that's just the default time though. So, you know, this could take 10 minutes. This could take 10 hours for all we know. I don't think it'll take 10 hours. But yeah, this is just like kind of a special stage that the developers of this game decided to give to you as special DLC purchases because, you know, people really liked Mega Man 9. You know, it is a pretty hard game, but it did pretty much bring back the it brought back the Mega Man formula to gamers, and a lot of people were really happy about that. So, wow, I actually have to complete this in one life. That's kind of scary. So I might actually end up cutting until just my successful attempt, assuming that I die again here. Okay, gonna give this another attempt. I actually have a pretty good method for especially this first room, because this is just a room where you can take a lot of damage. So the more damage you can mitigate, the better. But anyway, right here, you can actually use the rush jets and skip over quite a lot of this, and yep, pretty much just ride the jet through this first room with no issues whatsoever. I do recommend right here, though, letting it get off camera, just so you can save a little bit, because there is another room coming up later that'll be kind of annoying, and you know, it is nice to have jet for just that one part at the very least. Oh my god. Taking damage is not cool. Do not do it. Also right here, one thing you can do to make this room a little more manageable, well, unfortunately. Oh, it's too late now. Oh, that worked too, I guess. Unfortunately, I used quite a bit of tornado blow. Well, actually, I could just use rush coil as well too. Oh, if I don't put them on the spikes anyway. Okay, Rush, you can leave. Thank you. Oh, that's right. You can't do that here. Ooh, never mind. Can I use cement shot at the very least? Yes, I can. Okay, well, cement shot works too, I suppose. Heck, if you want to, you could actually even save your T-blows for like a different section if you feel like you need it. And so you can actually very quickly kill that with the magma bazooka. I've definitely been getting in the habit of that because some of the mini bosses can be annoying. And yeah, this is where I'd recommend using rush jets. It's gone now, unfortunately, but that's okay. Also, another item you can use to make this a lot easier. Well, I say easier, but I took a lot of damage fighting them anyway. Thankfully, the game's being very gracious and giving us some health before we go any further. Honestly, T-blow, actually, I don't know what I'm really expecting past here, so I'm gonna actually get the jet instead. Okay, this is... oh, these are the elephants. Okay. So, I'm trying to remember what's the best weapon to use for this. Trident, maybe? Oh, God! Yeah, no. And last up we have the dragon. Dragon, you can actually use the... oh, shoot. You can actually use the black hole bomb pretty effectively. You know, it's not perfect, but... does the work if you need it to. And this is really, really dangerous. Thank you. At this point, I'm just kind of hoping to get to the ending here. Because even if I don't beat the stage and get to the ending, I'm still okay. then I can show off Fake Man in another way. Oh! Sharknado. I almost didn't think this boss was gonna be here. Shouldn't have used all the frickin' weapons though. And I'm out of T-Blow, so as inconvenient as this is, Mega Buster might be the best weapon for this. Okay, got through that. Do I have any of the lightning spears left? Or tridents or whatever? I do, but now I'm... I think I got this. Okay, good. Killed him. That was close. Still kind of scared though. Oh, thank you. I don't care if I don't have all my health. I have some. And, ooh, we get an extra life. Oh, no, we don't. Of course we don't. Why would we get an extra life, Slim? Why would we get an extra life? And I believe this is what our final boss is going to be of this small little mode here. This is Fake Man. Again, if I don't beat him, it's okay. I'll just beat him in Proto Man's, or in the challenges. But yeah, basically, it's just a shootout. It can be kind of complicated. Like, this is definitely like a boss I could see Slide working very well for. But yeah, unfortunately I'm going to take a death there, but that's pretty much that special stage in a nutshell, so I don't really have to do it again, don't have to complete this, because again, I can show off the Fake Man battle in another way, and I think I am going to actually do that. Maybe not right now, I do want to show off something else first. I'm going to go to the extra challenges first to show this off. Just for fun, I'm going to do one of these, just so I can kind of show off Proto Man here. Because, yeah, we have Proto Man, just to kind of show how he controls in the Mega Man 9 universe. For the most part, he's pretty similar. However, as you can see, he has a shield. Whenever you get fired at by like a normal pellet or something, the shield will actually block it. I think those are the only... I want to say those are the only projectiles Proto Man can actually, like, shield against, if I'm not mistaken. There might be a few other ones, but, you know, insignificant projectiles are what the shield kind of guards against, just to give kind of an idea of what you're working with. You can't obviously deflect against everything, because that would just be unfair. So yeah, that's basically one of his features. 2, he has the Mega Buster that can actually charge up. Mega Man does not have that, but Proto Man does for some reason. I want to say, and again, I could be wrong, this may have been planned from the get-go, but I want to say maybe because people really wanted a charge shot in Mega Man, that might be why they actually gave you a gave you a way that you could actually charge your blaster in this game. Also, if you couldn't tell, that wasn't Rush that we used right there. That is the Proto Coil, and Proto Man also has the Proto Jet as well. The Proto Jet and the Proto Coil work more like the item weapons in Mega Man 2, if you remember those. That's kind of what Proto Man gets. He doesn't get Rush, unfortunately. He doesn't have his own dog or anything. Although I'd think that even if he did, he'd probably still use Rush. I think that's a family dog because, yeah, Proto Man and Mega Man, I believe, are brothers, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, they're obviously made by the same developer, same programmer, roboticist or whatever. So, you know, that kind of goes without saying. Watch out for you. And in addition to the charge shot, before I forget something else, he can slide. Proto Man can frickin' slide. Another thing that I wish Mega Man had that Proto Man does, basically, which is kind of unfortunate. Because again, these are good abilities that I feel like Mega Man should have. Why does he not have them? Also, I knew you were coming. Wanted to grab that. But, you know, you may think that these are all, like, really cool additions to Proto Man's repertoire. Like, making him, like, the de facto character to play as. Because it doesn't seem like he has, like, any drawbacks or anything. That is actually not entirely true. Proto Man does have some drawbacks. His main drawback is that whenever he gets hit, he takes double the amount of damage, or more damage than what Mega Man would take. And in addition to that, he actually has higher, like, knockback as well. So because of that, yeah, he's actually, I wouldn't say that great. You know, if you're an expert at the game, yeah, like, you could go through here really, really fast with all of Proto Man's advantages for sure. But, you know, it can be pretty dangerous as well. Also, getting back to Proto Man's items, just to showcase this, yeah, we're actually moving up and down, which is, I believe, something Mega Man could not do. Which, you know, advantage Proto Man just for that. There's some sections that he could get through probably a lot better than what Mega Man could. Again, it's just that it's a shame that, you know, his fighting potential, even though he does have the slide and the Mega Buster, does kind of get gypped just because, like, you know, he can't take as many hits. Man, I can't even think about how the Wily fight would go for Proto Man, because that seems like that would be a near nightmare in that case. But yeah, basically I'm just playing through a challenge mode where you play through, like, some stages of the main game. That's really all this is. I wouldn't say it's too long. Like, obviously we're doing a lot here, but I don't think it's terribly long. Like, normally you won't be going through, like, an entire stage. It's mainly just, like, halves of stage. Because there is a remix, too, that I'm guessing features, like, you know, segments from the other half of the game. Like, not the whole game, just again, segments. You'll love a good segment, I guess. But yeah, as you can see, I am definitely taking, like, a lot of damage with Proto Man, so, you know, it is definitely something to look out for. Do we really have to do this stupid elephant fight? Yes, we do. I am not a fan of that. Because, yeah, that's the thing right there, is that, don't exactly have any E-tanks to use right now, game. I did just fight this elephant, so I shouldn't be too out of practice, but I do not like the elephant that's after this room. And whatever, I died anyway. Well, regardless, I kind of gave a gist of what Proto Man's all about. So I think I can safely just quit and go back to the menu, because we still have other things to show, mainly Fake Man. So yeah, I want to see if this is actually... Also, you get the cool whistle that Proto Man uses whenever you start a stage. That's pretty nice. Pretty cool effect, not gonna lie. So yeah, as you can see, like, he can deflect the projectiles, which is pretty cool. It seems like he can only use this shield, though, when he's moving, or jumping, rather. So you gotta keep that in mind. But... And also, I don't think he has any weaknesses, like, to the main weapons. Like, obviously, you can use the... you can obviously use the Mega Buster to your advantage, or yeah, the charged Mega Buster. I need to remember. Actually, I think it's the Proto Buster for Proto Man, so like that's not even right anyway. But I keep thinking like the Buster itself is like the charged variant, but no, I think the Mega Buster is just the nickname of Mega Man's weapon or his gun. Man, even with this, it's still hard. I thought this would actually be easy because of the shield, but no, since you can only use it when you're jumping, that is the problem. I need to think of ways to make this a little... Actually, I'm going to try something. Okay, I think I found a strategy that works pretty okay against this guy. Basically, just stand still until he shoots the 2 beams, go to the other side, shoot again, jump over the other 2, and pretty much just repeat the process. Also, while I'm fighting this and not talking, I'm going to go ahead and very briefly talk about Fake Man, because Fake Man does actually have some storyline relevance to this game. Fake Man is actually the robot that arrested Dr. Light in the main story, and he actually works for Dr. Wily. So that's how they kind of shoehorn Fake Man into the main plot. And in the DLC, they decided to give him a little more relevance by making him kind of the star of the time attack mode and whatnot. So yeah, that's basically the whole deal with Fake Man. There we go. See, not too bad. Not too bad. And again, pretty much the same strategy with Mega Man as well, so nothing really... you know what, yeah, I'll register it on the leaderboard. It's probably nothing spectacular, but... Oh man, I actually got kind of close. Because that was like 2 attempts on top of each other, I think. So I think I could have actually done pretty well. Maybe it wasn't. I don't remember. But yeah, there's leaderboards. Even on the Switch, which I do actually like. Hey, is that PinkKittyRose? Hey, how you doing? Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much that. Where's my score? Your friends are not on the leaderboard. Come on, get it together, friends. Oh, I'm not on the leaderboard either. Oh, that's kind of weird. Well, either way, that's yeah, screw it. That's pretty much Proto Man and Fake Man in a nutshell. The last thing I need to show off, and again, this is probably going to be a pretty large video, but you know, I essentially wanted to cover all the extras in this video, just so I could be done this week. We have Endless Attack. Endless Attack is a mode that was once again DLC. Basically, try to get as far as you can in a never-ending stage. Start with the red door and look for the blue door. The game ends when you die. You can use all your special weapons in Endless Attack mode, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, you're basically given a randomly generated level here, and your goal is to make it through it. Even though it says endless mode, it does actually end, and you can actually beat it. I'm obviously not going to do that because, again, I am not a Mega Man player. But, you know, I'll show off a few rooms just to give you kind of an idea of what you're working with here. Ugh. Oh man, that was close. But yeah, just, you know, expect a lot of, like, you know, enemies and obstacles from the main game. Different types of assets you've seen along your adventure. You know, pretty much what you'd expect from a mode like this, really. Man, this is actually a pretty long section. No! Oh, come on. Well, at least I know I could fall into that red arrow. So yeah, pretty bad run, but, you know, you can do it again, get a different layout, and when you get that screen again, you know what to expect, and... You know, the thought that I did not vocalize when I started that run was, you know, this looks like a room that they could actually be challenging with those spider things. Oh wait, there they are. And of course, they have a room like this, which I'm just not a fan of. Like, seriously. I guess I could just go over here. I'm not sure if I can get punished for this, though, or not. Probably will get punished. Oh, there's the punishment. Okay, I didn't really get punished. Honestly, I probably could have put the jet up a bit higher, maybe, and been okay. Again, slide would be nice right about there. We can just try back bomb. Love how you just make the cannon disappear. Damn it! Thought I could switch. I think maybe when you switch weapons, though, you lose your invincibility frames, so I was probably not gonna really go very far in that frickin' run, but it is what it is. But yeah, this pretty much gives you an idea of what to expect from Endless Mode. It's, you know, basically a fun little challenge you can do. Challenge yourself to all different types of missions and whatnot. It's a cool idea. Like, I will say, this is definitely a cool idea. You know, it just makes me wish it was more of like, you know... And again, I know I'm probably going to be looked at as like, oh my god, really, Slim, you actually said this. But, you know, like more of like a Mario like world thing or something. With, you know, a game that I'm more adept in at playing and not dying a lot. But, I mean, that's, I guess you could say that's like supposed to be the challenge of this. Is like you're not supposed to get through easily. It's a test of how well you can do under these, you know, circumstances. That's a very, very fair statement, and I can't really, you know, object to that without being somewhat hypocritical anyway. Boom. Boom. Oh, whatever. Just skip through here. And I think you actually have to fight robot masters along the way, too, so I don't think it's just, you know, level design. There are bosses along the way. Another thing that's kind of cool is you do kind of learn like what's a good place to use like certain weapons and whatnot. That is actually a pretty cool aspect of this too, not gonna lie. We did this room, didn't we? I think we did. Yeah, I remember this one. At least I made it past the frickin' records so far in this video. I'm probably not going to show very many more attempts, because I don't care how long this video is, but I don't want to be like a super behemoth video that no one will watch either. But, you know, there's a lot of extras for this game, and I think it's definitely worth showing off. Because, again, there was like a lot of DLC released for this game when it initially came out, and... you know, that was a thing. That was a thing. Like, a lot of DLC. DLC was quite prevalent back in those days of yore. Those days of 2008, 2009. you know, such ancient history these days. It's like, wait a minute, this is definitely a trick. But we will press on, onward, and forward as Ink Mega Man, apparently. This is the Me Tool room. Ah, damn it. You know what? Screw it. I'm not happy. I'm not happy, so I'm just gonna blow all my problems away. Giggity. Of course, frickin' scissors. Yeah. Oh my god. Ah, those scissors. Just not a good place for them to appear. But yeah, that's pretty much Endless Mode in a nutshell. I actually have a pretty decent record. Yeah, 48. That's my record so far, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. Thank you to everyone for watching the Mega Man 9 playthrough. This is a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to Mega Man 10. Mega Man 10 will be the next Mega Man game I'm playing. I think what I'm going to do is probably play Mega Man 10 at the beginning sometime in the first half of 2019. Just so I can finish up that series. Then I'll continue on with the Game Boy series, and also maybe start the Mega Man X series. But there's also the matter of Mega Man 11, so I could also do Mega Man 10 and 11 next year, and then just maybe focus on the Game Boy series for a bit, and then start bringing in Mega Man X then. It's really kind of up in the air. The world's my oyster. You know, if you guys have any opinions, maybe you'd like to see the X series starting earlier, that'd be fine too. But I also want to get through the Game Boy series as well, because I actually do kind of like those games, and kind of like showcasing them alongside the main Mega Man playthroughs as well, so I'm not going to just flat out ignore them either. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and again, definitely consider getting the Legacy Collection of Mega Man. 10 really good games, some better than others. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, Mega Man 8. But still, a great lineup of games for, you know, any platform, really. You can get them on any of the consoles, I believe, so, you know, doesn't matter where you get it, honestly. Might be a few, like, you know, sound differences, and, you know, maybe some games load better than others, since, you know, Switches are on cartridges and others are not. But, you know, there are a lot of options for all the console owners out there, so if you don't have them on the older systems, you can get this game here along with 9 other ones. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time for whatever project I do next.